In the past 2 weeks alone, my students actually booked tens of coaching and consulting calls for their own agency and freelance business. And we didn't spend a single dollar on Facebook ads or actually send thousands of personalized DMs. We actually used the blue ocean strategy nobody's talking about, leveraging AI and Reddit to actually gain market insights that nobody's using and are performing like crazy for our clients. In this video, I'm going to show you my exact sales outreach strategy live so that you can actually copy and steal my own template, my own strategy to book thousands of sales calls. First of all, what's important about Reddit AI, why we're using Reddit AI to actually book sales meeting, and why I'm doing this live video outreach, because actually there's a very important concept in copywriting, which is awareness level. You have to read your prospect's mind and you have to pick exactly the problems and the struggles and the fear your prospect has in mind in this moment. It's very difficult actually, especially if you're doing this for a client, you're running a B2B lead generation agency, or even if you're just running your agency, you need more clients booked. It's not always very easy to understand what they have in mind right now, because it really depends on the period of the year, the news, and many other different things. Reddit AI is basically a very huge social network, community growth forum, a mix of all of them, where people actually talk and can be categorized into different communities. And what's really interesting is like listening to your public, listening to your prospect, and through Reddit AI, and especially through a very interesting tool which is called Gummy Search, you can actually scrape from the web. You can really listen the web for the problems your market is actually super aware of, and actually leverage it into your outreach to really read your prospect mind and really skyrocket your results in terms of interest and replies, especially with outbound. In this video, I will cover, especially from 0 to 1, a live lead generation training for two niches, one for Google Ads if you're actually selling Google Ads, and the other for outbound lead generation. Let's start with the first one, which is Google Ads. Let's try to find what Google Ads people are talking about, and even before this, I have to make a warning, because if you're selling any kind of service, for example, you're selling Google Ads, you're selling Facebook Ads, there are two groups of companies. The one that already running Google Ads, they just have to get better or outsource the service, and the one that they're not even running Google Ads. If you want very good results, you have to forget about the second. So you have just to work, if you want to sign high-level clients, most of the time to companies that are already doing Google Ads, that are already doing lead generation. You just need to make it better. Let's jump into gummysearch.com and see how to make an audience and how to listen to people's problem. First of all, I already have a lot of different audiences, but let's start from scratch. You just need to go audience, new, pick a name. So I want to listen to the community of people running Google Ads. So Google Ads, find communities, PPC, Google Ads, Google Ads, Google Ads discussion, Air Google, Google Pixel, AdWords is more generic, Google Analytics is more generic, but as you can see in this way, the Google Ads niche in general is very broad, so I just have to pick this, create audience. From your audience, you can click in the audience that you already created, and you can see that you have hot discussion, top content, pain and anger, advice request. You have different very important keywords and topics, but let's just start with pain and anger. And in this way, we can really scrape and understand what is the main discussion right now. For example, maybe right now there are some updates from Google that are disabling your Google accounts, and maybe this is the perfect way to actually start a conversation, because it's something they're extremely aware of and is the perfect icebreaker, maybe for an intro offer to actually upsell your retainer after. The conversation regarding Google Ads reflect frustration and dissatisfaction with issues such as sudden blank results, account suspensions, unhelpful support responses, lack of conversions, difficulties with niche keywords, invalid clicks, and various technical errors. Users expressing their struggles with getting their ads to show, encountering constant more warnings, and facing rejection from Google Ads. We have to take these insightful ideas and put them into our templates and actually start our outreach using Clay.com. Clay.com is really the foundation of our prospecting. We can build a list. Here's our list of e-commerces where I got the list where you can just go to store lists, you create an account, you scrape with just one click all the e-commerces in your revenue range, and you upload everything here into Clay. First of all, we have to check that these e-commerces are already running Google Ads, because remember, we want to prospect to e-commerce that are already doing Google Ads, because it would be 10 times easier to actually sell our service. Other enrichment, how can we check they are running Google Ads? The best thing is using SEMrush, traffic analytics, company domain. I can put a simple domain, save, and run 10 rows. Clay is full of scrapers, APIs, and the SEMrush APIs is very cool because you can find more or less how many website visits is getting and if it's getting paid traffic. And in this case, especially from the desktop visit, paid search visit. So if paid search visits is more than 0, they are running Google Ads. Create another column, text, edit, engine, formula, use AI. If paid search greater than 1, return yes. Save formula. So we know that the yes are actually running Google Ads. Google Ads, question mark. From here, now it's enough to get the people. Add enrichment, a poll. Find people at company by job title, CEO, founder, owner, chief executive officer, company domain. This, but as a condition, only run if Google Ads is equal to yes. Generate formula, output is correct, continue, save, run 10 rows, and in this way we will get all the founders of e-commerce companies that are already running Google Ads. Pool, people, name, surname, and the job title. Having full name and domain, we can get the email addresses, add enrichment, lead, magic, find work email, person's name, we put name as input, company domain, their source company domain, continue, save, run 10 rows, and this way we can get the emails, only the emails of course of the one that are running Google Ads. Now we have to validate the email. We can use e-barns, validate email, this, continue, save, run 10 rows, first save to send email. Now it's enough to send everything to our sending platform that is Smartlead. Create a new campaigns, Google Ads, Reddit, AI. I have a very cool template. We just need to put something they are extremely aware of and make multiple tests. 3 words, something they are aware of in the subject line, body, first name, personalized first line that must be relevant to the value proposition, and the value proposition. Let's see together how to make this work with Reddit AI. We have different problems. Google reflect frustration, dissatisfaction, blank results, account suspensions. This is the first problem they are really aware of. A name, more and more clients are getting their Google account suspended for no reason. I noticed you are running paid search and maybe this could be of help. If I could share with you our SOP to get your account active again in less than 3 days. Unique system using our secret method. Of course you have to come up with something more intelligent than secret method. I'm not that expert in Google Ads, but if you do your own due diligence with your clients, you will get a way better method than this, like we did for client X and Y. Would be interested in speaking. Regards, my signature. Subject line, struggling with suspended Google account. Next, unhelpful support response, lack of conversions. Maybe are getting clicks but no conversions. In e-commerce is very common. So again, same process. Struggling with lack of conversions. I notice you are running paid search. maybe you are getting lots of clicks but still poor conversions. If I could generate 3x your current ROAS with our micro-targeting Google system like we did for client X and Y, would be interesting speaking. You can do the same for niche keywords, invalid clicks, various technical errors, but the process is always the same. When testing 5 or 10 different value propositions with the same template, there's one that is performing 3 to 4x better than the others. Just put all the volume over your inboxes in one and just really scale the volume and get crazy number of meetings. The only thing left now is we have the copy on our Smartlead. We can add something else on the second step after 4 days, so we can run this later. We have the copy here. What we just need is the variables like first name and stuff, so we can get back to Clay, because we want to send all the data that we have on Clay and send them into Smartlead without exporting, re-importing. So first of all, we have the full name. We need the first name, edit column, formula, use AI from full name, get the first name, generate formula, output is correct, save formula, that's it. We can call it first name. Then it's enough to add enrichment, Smartlead, add lead to campaign, Google Ads, Reddit AI, email, we put the validated email address, first save to send email, first name, we get the new column, first name, save, and run 10 rows, and it will automatically get all the relevant data. This is what you should do for actually booking agency meeting, especially if you're selling Google Ads. There's a slightly different strategy for any kind of thing you're just selling. Just get smarter on what data actually to leverage and book more meetings. Let's go to the second example, which is booking meetings for your own lead gen practice for your own agency. Now we have to do an audience again, create new, cold email. Find communities. Let's start to find some communities about cold emails, sales, cold email and sales, email outreach, copywriting, create audience, pain and anger. The pain and anger by cold email communities on Reddit reflect a sense of disillusionment and frustration with the field of copywriting, with some feeling bored, burnout, and struggling to find inspiration. There are concerns about the impact of AI on trust in copywriting, as well as questions about the effectiveness of different writing approaches and techniques. Let's leverage this. Let's keep this in mind. Let's start again from making the list, then finding the people and reaching all the contacts and using this inside my cold email template. I want to prospect only companies that are already doing some outbound, like companies that have already SDRs, all the business developer, because they are already doing some kind of outbound and they are aware of the problem you have when you're running outbound. New, I would start from people. Job title, I would say SDR, sales development, sales developer. Vidyard, business development. Location, United States. Preview company. First name, last name, job title. As you can see, there's a list of SDR and this is the company. But of course, to sell an outbound service, we have to sell the outbound service to sales leader, not the SDR. But we can leverage the SDR name. First of all, let's find our decision maker. Add enrichment, Apollo, find people at company, job title would be VP sales, VP revenue, CRO, sales direct, save. Okay, people, we have this guy working as a vice president of sales and marketing. In the campaign we would say something like, hey, Mr. VP of sales, I see that first name, second name is your sales developer representing and maybe is really struggling with copywriting. Why I can't write the copywriting for your own outbound SDR so that it just can leverage and executing and we can really find what is working right now in the outbound industry. In this way you can really break the ice. You mention something very interesting, which is the guy working inside the company, so you show that you made research with the copywriting angle. What we can do is add enrichment. Let's find the email of this VP sales, lead magic, find work email, company domain, continue, save, run the rows. From the email again, remember to validate the emails, and we can go to Smartlead, create campaign, we can call it lead generation Reddit AI. Sequence, 3 words, something they are aware of. Is name of the SDR struggling with good copywriting? A name, I noticed SDR name is doing top of the funnel for your company. If I can send you a doc with our new copywriting formulas that are booking meetings right now, despite the war in the inbox, would you be interested? It could help in hitting quota most of the time. In this way, we are not really asking for a meeting, we are asking for to share a doc with our copywriting formulas for their SDRs so that they can actually hit 200% of their quota, so the sales leader is happy. We can go back to Clay. We have the name of the SDR, so SDR name. We have the sales leader name, sales leader name. We need both first name, which is better, so formula from SDR name, get the first name. Add column, formula from this time sales leader name, get the first name. Generate formula, output is correct, save formula, and we have sales leader first name. Add enrichment, again Smartlead, add lead to campaign, lead gen Reddit AI, email address, email, first name, here we have to put sales leader first name because we are saying a first name, so sales leader first name, and then in the custom field we add SDR first name. We find the variable SDR name, save, run 10 rows, and the game is done. Now we have all the variables, we can get back to Smartlead. Is SDR first name struggling with good copywriting? Sales leader name. I noticed SDR first name is doing top of the funnel for your company. If I can send you a doc with our new copywriting formulas that are booking meetings right now, despite the crazy inbox competition, would be interested. We could help in hitting quota most of the time, like we did for client X and Y. Regards, Mike. And this is the process that you can actually be leveraged, nobody's doing with Clay and Reddit AI. And this is how the game works, and you should leverage it to your advantage to be one step ahead of 99% of the competition. If you want to learn how to start your own Clay agency and find clients that are willing to pay thousands of dollars for the exact strategy that I showed you before, check the link in the description. Also, to run a successful Clay agency, you have to know how to master clay.com. Check the video here to master the tool and scale Clay without using Clay credits. Thanks for watching, and I see you in the next one.